Hello, and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 6 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with our 21-2022 Wild Thing Minnesota Wild season. Jeff, things have been up and down. We started off really great. We kind of went into a skid with our last stream.
Down since then.
Yeah, and so we're hovering right around 500, just one game above. Taking a quick look at our roster. More looking at our stats is what I wanted to do here. And Braden Point, who we picked up at a trade, at least is coming in and scoring for us. Putting up assists.
Yep, but we got a lot of guys underperforming.
Absolutely. It's been rather disappointing.
Pedersen not too good, and Alexis Lafreniere, our first number one overall pick.
Yes.
2 years ago, has gone from a 58-point rookie season. He's now got 12 points in 35 games this year.
Yeah, he was hurt a bit, but he has just dropped off. Yeah. Minus 16 rating. Not exactly great for us. We are currently sitting in 12th place with dreams of the playoff, I think is the best way to say it, because I don't know how we're actually going to make it. We're currently 7th in the Central, 45 points.
On top of our lousy record lately, we're also in a pretty tough division.
Yeah, our division's doing lots of good things.
Crawl past 4 or 5 teams here to get into a reasonably good playoff spot.
Yeah, so that's not looking good. The only glimmer of hope is our owner is okay with how we're doing. We're kind of sitting around that 50% mark. Hi, Gudu, and hi, CS Hi. Thanks for coming out. So it's going to be a little bit iffy. Of course, our last time we were on, we ended right at this game versus Vancouver, who's actually not doing very well as well. Maybe they shouldn't have traded away their franchise center to us. I don't know. Maybe not a great move on them. But Chris Kreider also has not been scoring for us, which has not helped. So we're just going to sim through this game because, well, there's not too much, and we lose in overtime. We put up 52 shots on net, but we can't score enough. They only get 28 shots, and we lose.
Yeah, got a point out of it at least, but still, it's...
Yeah, overtime. I don't really know what else you can do in that game. Jeff Petrie, bad game. 49 offensive game rating, 49 defensive game rating. -2. That hurts. Tyson Berry, 59 defensive game rating. Alex Lafreniere, 49 defensive game rating. Not great. Top guys just aren't getting the job done. And so we actually have a Team Finland game. It is the Beijing Hockey Games, apparently. All right. Man, these guys play in a lot of international tournaments.
Yeah, it's the Euro Hockey Tour. It's for the, Swedish, Finnish, Russian, and Czech, I think, national teams. Yeah, the big four, basically, in Europe. Have this sort of extra national team tour they play during the season.
All right, so we're picking our goalies. And we'll go with the guy who's been leading us the whole way, which is Eunice Corpusalo. And let's take his teammate as well. Question in the chat, Jeff, while we pick this team.
When I get fired, how do I go about getting another job? You'll eventually get offered one. You don't need to get any notification that the job's available. They'll come looking for you if you're on their list of candidates. Or you can just cheat and go into commissioner mode and take over any team you want.
Also known as the Jeff method. Oh! What? Who said that?
Yeah.
And we picked up some defensemen. Now we're going to look at our forwards. And all right. We will take Brad Lambert. I don't remember how you say that name correctly.
Lambert, I think.
Okay.
The Finnish guy with the Canadian name.
Yes. And we will add some of these guys who have been playing well. Two guys left. Auto and all right, lines. All right, Finland versus Sweden here. Can find a win, and we do. Excellent. Yeah, the only thing I guess we should just follow up with when you're waiting for a job, make sure you do not have Do Not Disturb on if you're trying to sim through stuff.
You won't get the message if you've got that set?
Yeah. So you need to be able to respond to personnel messages. Brett Leeson tells us he's ready. Yeah, exactly. Hasn't been playing well. We traded him for somebody else who was underperforming, wasn't? Oh yeah, Elias Anderson. Right.
Yeah. Just gonna take a quick look and see what Anderson has done since we sent him to Washington, and well, he's doing better, but not 8 points in 17 games.
Yeah, I don't really see a reason to put him in the lineup, so I'm not too worried about that.
But yeah, he was minus 11 through 25 games for us, so.
Yeah, CS High, just gonna throw out there too. It can take quite a while to get another job offer. There's not.
It really depends on your reputation and how many leagues you got set to playable in the game.
Yeah. Okay, game versus Russia. Team Finland. Get Corpusalo back in net. Why is he not moving? All right, let's try that again. All right. All right, wants to go with the hot goalie, and we win. All right. 5-2 win over Russia. Excellent. You got fired by the Islanders. I guess you're trying to be Mike Milbury then, huh? He coached that team, didn't he? He was GM coach. Was he not?
Not for very long, I don't think. I gotta check, but I think he was just interim coach for a while.
Hi, JT Dutch. Thanks for coming out as well. Playing a game versus Arizona.
Yeah, parts of 3 seasons.
Ah, see, I'm not crazy. We'll put Tyler Parsons in net for this one. Sim the game out, and we win. All right, Tyler Parsons continues to come through for us.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising because when we got him last year and had him in the AHL all season, he wound up getting pushed into the backup job in Iowa, and
speaking of which,
he's come on this season, and yeah.
How's Capo Kakinen doing in the IHL? Oh, he's not doing very well either. 4 and
IHL, wow, that would be bad.
Or Iowa in the AHL. 4-4.
Yeah.
That's not great. So who's leading the way? Oh, wow. Uh, Hunter Jones is doing better.
Jones is,
Yeah, 11 and 13.
well, not better by a huge amount, but still pretty good for a rookie.
Yeah, not bad for a guy in his first year. CS High is going through why he got fired. You probably deserve that if you were trying to lowball him. I mean, you probably could have at least traded him CS High. All right, back-to-back game.
Best. Unless he was UFA.
And we pick up another win. Back-to-back nights, back-to-back wins. 3-2 over St. Louis.
Haven't we done that in a while?
Ooh, and we immediately jump over the pond to play as Finland versus the Czech Republic. Good thing we have those very fast planes. Sim it out, and we win that game as well. 8-3 stomping. Well done, boys. Excellent. CSI says, I didn't think anyone would take him being injured. Did you? If you don't try shopping him, or do you mean he was a free agent and no one signed him? You're hoping no one would sign him. Either way, teams will still offer contracts. The Seattle Sea Lions have 12 wins, 30 losses, so we're doing better than them at least.
Great, we're beating the expansion team.
Absolutely. Former Minnesota Wild, Josh. I'm drawing a complete blank on this name. Levio? Yes, I think that's how you say it. He just got picked up by Nashville.
Oh yeah, we didn't re-sign him. Was he still a free agent at this point?
Well, he played with Dallas. Or was he? No, he was with Dallas this year. He was waived.
Oh yeah.
He was only 2 stars though, which is why we let him go. Game versus Boston, who of course we've been talking about here a little bit. And you know what? We're going to give Parsons a start. Let's see what happens. And we win. Parsons stops 40 shots. We go to overtime, but we win. We put 39 up on net, so don't feel too bad about giving up 43. Score a minute 47 into overtime. All right. Numbers actually look a lot better, except for Ryan Donato, 37 defensive game rating. Ivan Lodina, 31 defensive game rating. And Dawson Mercer, 30 defensive game rating, -3. What are you doing there, Mercer?
Oh, that must be one line.
Ugh. That's a bad line, then. We'll take a look. Line is Donato, Lodina, Mercer. Yeah, that's our number 3 line. That hurts. Gudu asks in the chat, does your reputation drop when you don't have a job?
Nope. It doesn't increase though, so.
What? You mean sitting around doesn't make you more important? I find that hard to believe. Although maybe things could be moistly better. Did you get my political humor?
Yes, Adam.
I love that. I love that. The best part about that was when he realized he said was just like, oh my goodness, what am I saying? And we actually have January 15th, 2 contracts get dissolved. Interesting. Nick Swanee and Christian Dews are released from Detroit and LA.
Yeah, just having a look to see if that's... Oh yeah, that makes sense for Swain. He wasn't really doing anything in
No, they're not putting up much
the
numbers.
AHL. And Dews is probably headed back to Sweden.
Yeah, we've actually picked up a little bit in points here. We're only 5 back of St. Louis now, so that's good news. We moved into a tie for 11th.
But yeah, still we're creeping up.
10th. Of course, we're playing against Florida here, who's apparently one of the best teams in the league, so let's see what happens. Well, they have I think they have Patrick Kane on this team as well. And we actually beat them. Braden Holtby gets a shutout, 1-0.
They had Patrick Kane. Looks like he was...
Oh, moved?
Maybe back in your game, he was injured for quite a while.
Okay, well, I don't know. Looking at their team right now, no, he's not there. But Yoel Armia, Owen Tippett.
Oh, yeah, Bobrovsky's having a huge year for him.
Yeah.
That's what's doing it.
They have some players there. So to those in chat and people wondering, at the last time we streamed, which I guess was last week, one of the things brought up during the stream was a possibility of doing a few more day streams since there's not a lot else going on. And I've had some things going on around me which have recently changed again, so I think I'm going to be able to do that. And one of those things that I'm going to be able to do, what we set up was we put out a call on Twitter and on Facebook to submit your choices for the greatest of all time team to put together, and we're going to ice them against 2019-2020 NHL competition using some of the features in FHM. So we had a number of votes of people not nominating them, and actually the nominations, it became very clear who the team was going to be. So with that, I was able to put the team together, and we will be announcing it. Not exactly sure when yet, but that announcement will come soon, and then the streams will follow thereafter. It's a fairly interesting swath of players, I think is a good way to say it. And I had some fun myself picking out the different years of which player is going to come from what year. And a few surprising selections, I will say, on that. CSI wants to know if Messier made it for Jeff.
Did he? He better not have.
I had someone suggest just an entire team of Messiers. And I'm like, well, that would actually be kind of...
Are you talking Canucks area Messiers? Then they're not going to do too well.
Well, I was thinking, how would a goalie Messier do?
Yeah, probably not that great.
We have a trade proposal here. And the trade proposal is from Anaheim. Anaheim wants Jordan Greenway and is willing to give up Simon Benoit, who is 1-star talent, 1.5-star potentials. So how about a whole lot of no? No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Yeah, it
No.
looks like he's been the fifth or sixth defenseman in San Diego for the last 4 years now.
Yeah, so he's gone.
Not really seeing a bright future for him.
Goody says, yeah, that was me. That was me. So, if Messier did, what would your feelings be if I threw on Vancouver Canuck era Mark Messier?
Well, he's probably not going to play much considering what the rest of the team is going to look like.
I don't know. The main team is everybody. Okay, I'm gonna bring a spoiler here, just because so we can talk about some of the formatting. So Mark Messier did in fact get enough votes, and he is on the team. So Jeff, I want you to try and think what year would I put? What year of Messier would I put on?
78, 79, where he had, I think it was 11 points in the WHA.
As an 18-year-old? No, but you also bring up a
17-year-old.
17-year-old. You also bring up a good point. So there was a lot of players who were nominated, and because we're going to go through the slog of an NHL season, only creating a roster of 23 players doesn't make any sense. So anyone who received more than 2 votes, at least, is going to end up on our minor league team as probably 18 to 20-something-year-old player playing for a minor league team. So Mark Messier could have been on that, I guess, as an 18-year-old, but no, he's on the main team, so keep guessing. In the meantime, we had 2 players make the NHL All-Star game, Braden Point and Elias Pettersson. Oh, sorry,
Pettersson
3.
Made it?
Yep, and Roman Josi made it.
Wow, he kind of got in on reputation, I think, because he's not having a good year.
Yeah, pretty much. 33 points in 51 games. Kind of like the real NHL when they choose.
Better check how the Wings are doing for him.
We can check for you, P-Wog. The Wings are not last. 61 points through 52 games, 27, 18, and 7. Unfortunately, they're stuck in a tough conference, too.
Yeah, they're kind of in a similar position to what we are.
They're only 8 points out of first, but it's a tough go. Yeah, Gudu, I thought this way we'd be able to keep a little bit of depth and keep the idea of that historical flavor on the team. And currently, one of the things maybe holding the stream back a little bit is trying to get a jersey done for the team. I'm also debating where to put the team. But Jeff, have you figured out what year of Mark Messier?
Messier?
Yeah.
You can do the 94 one with the Rangers.
You mean subject of my favorite 30 for ESPN 30 for 30?
So I'm guessing that's a yes?
Yes, no, that was exactly the year. The 93-94 Rangers Mark Messier version. That I can do it without Gretzky version, as I like to say. And we lose versus Washington. That hurts. We only get 1 goal coming out of the All-Star break. All right. Tough go. Yeah, so we also needed a little bit more veteran presence on the team, which is why I went with a little bit older Messier, if that tells you in terms of forward ranking where he was. And if it makes you feel any better. But I was tempted to throw in 99, 2000 Mark Messier just for you.
How's our owner confidence looking?
we'll take a look after this game, and we lose again, so perfect time to look. And our job security, owner confidence is sitting right in the middle. He only wants a playoff race, so maybe that's a good thing for us. Bizarro in the chat says Panthers
doesn't
and
necessarily imply you're going to make it into the playoffs, so that's good news.
Bizarro in the chat says Panthers in first place. Your algorithm is flawed. Panthers fans are doomed to mediocrity.
They get about one good season every 10 years or so.
We are also 3 years into the future, so. Yesterday wasn't the shocker, Gudu. I will say that. I'll put Holtby in for this game. And we pick up the win versus Nashville. Big division win for us. Excellent. Actually, as I was telling Jeff just before we started streaming, the biggest shock to me was there was no player who was unanimous to make the team.
Not even Gretzky.
No, who said Gretzky's on the team?
How did Gretzky not make the team?
Again, it was a fan vote. I can't say who was on or off the team. But I will say I have a slideshow I did of everyone, and it tells you the percentage of who got in, except for the minor league team, because the minor league team is just the names because I didn't want to go through all those players. But I said everybody got at least 2 or 3 votes each. And from there, I kind of cherry-picked it a little bit from who I thought would be fun to have on the team. And also good to be good fill-ins if needed.
Gudu wants to know which Gretzky.
Also, one of the bad things I learned is a lot of people do not know how to spell names. Like, really badly. And so that was...
They were trying to transcribe how you pronounce them?
No. Some of it I get because, again, I'm pretty sure we had some votes from around the world, but boy, there was... all right, who do you think was probably the newest defenseman on the team? Keep in mind, to vote for somebody, and some people couldn't follow the rules, was they have to be retired. I made one exception for it, but everyone has to be retired. That's a hint at another player who's on the team, but... Actually, I guess 2 players technically aren't retired. Huh. Development report.
Was Lidstrom the most recent one?
That was the one who I was thinking of, yes. But there's somebody else who was newer than that still, and I believe they're still getting paid. But Nick Lindstrom, in one of the categories, there was, I think, about 8 people who had voted for him. Now, again, it was just a blank category, fill in the name, and there was 8 different spellings of his name. So it took some time to sort through, and it started off with N-I-K Lindstrom, N-I-C-K Lindstrom, N-I-K-L-A-S, N-I-C-K-L-A-S, which is the correct way, and and then the last name being off. So again, took a little while to sort through everything. Now, Atu Ratu is now up to 3 stars. I don't think he was he, Jeff?
Nope, he was 2.5.
Yeah, so he's made it up. He improved on 3 spots, so that's good news for us. He's only got 17 points, but he's a little bit more confident. Always good news.
Be nice if the Frenier got a little bit of a jump. Still can't really figure out what's gone wrong with him this year.
He's improved on face-offs, so His minus 17 is kind of hanging, though.
Yeah.
Game versus Florida. Stuffing Agu. Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming. And Buzel actually nails the other defenseman I was thinking of, who I'm not going to say. But if you're watching the stream, we can nod in agreement and go, oh. And Jeff, I think he's still getting paid, is he not?
No, I think that ended, was it last season or the season before?
I couldn't remember, to be honest.
We'll take a quick look at Cap Friendly. I think they'll still have it in there.
Probably. But we're not going to say it on stream.
No.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm very confused. Well, check the other video, which will probably be up by then. Again, all of our streams are archived on youtube.com/OOTP developments. How many years?
Cap hit ended at the end of 2016-17.
Okay. Stuffing Agu wants to know how Tampa Bay Lightning is doing. Well, they're doing okay, but I mean, we got Braden Point from them. So let's take a quick look. Tampa Bay is, again, in a tough division, 69 points, 32-18-5. But they're only in 5th place behind Florida, Boston, Toronto, and Ottawa.
Yeah, looks pretty solid, but they've got the big first line, but still.
And Detroit's right behind them.
I know.
Yeah, so taking a quick look at their team.
Kaprizov, we traded to them for as part of the deal for Point. Having a pretty good year.
They actually
much better than he did for us last year.
Need to dress a guy for the next game still. So, board confidence update. Craig Leopold thinks the season has been a great success so far. Blah blah blah. We're 7-5-1. He is still concerned about our work. So not exactly happy-go-lucky. Taking a look at job security, and we actually moved up higher, so that's okay. We're now probably around 60%.
No, at least we're not going to get fired this year.
That's the hope. Game versus Calgary. We throw Tyler Parsons back in net for this one. Sim it out, and we pick up the win. Only give up 24 shots against and put 44 up. So excellent news for us. Second guy comes in, Stuffing Agu. Says, yeah, Panthers leading the division. What the heck is that? Gudu says, what about Rick DiPietro? He did not make the greatest of all time team. I can tell you that much, Gudu. But DiPietro, I believe, is paid till...
I don't think he's been...
He's paid till like 2035 or something, I think.
Yeah, because of the buyout. But I think they're out of the... Oh, no, the other cap hit from him ends at the end of... Oh, wait, no, the original contract would have run through the end of end of next year. And the buyout will be hitting the Islanders until the end of 2029.
Okay, I was close. Goody says, I wasted my vote then. No, I had
16 years after the last NHL game he played.
There were some people who just clearly did not read what it was supposed to be and just threw in names of non-retired players. And I'm like, nope, that's not what I said. Trade proposal from Washington. Washington wants us to offer us 22-year-old center, 1-star talent, 2-star potential, Eric Florchuk for Luke Kunin. No. We're going to reject that trade. What? How did Menel get hurt? Eye infection. He's sitting on the bench and he gets an eye infection.
Rub your eyes.
Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth. Dun, 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 dun. And so Parsons back in net, and he picks up the win versus Buffalo. Oh, yeah. Buffalo jumped up to a 2-0 lead, and then a 3-1 lead, but we fought back took the lead, they tied it up, and then we scored after to win the game. Excellent. JT Dutch as an interesting exercise would be, what would be Gretzky's best season? 81, 82, 85, 86, or maybe 84, 85?
I'd go with 84, 85 because that's the one he got the Smythe at the end of the season too, in addition to all the regular stuff he did.
JT Dutch, these were the debates I had as I was putting the team together of what year to bring on for some players. And it made it challenging, but I also had to try and remember and think and fit in, where is this player going to work, and do I want to load up with a bunch of veterans, or do I want to have some guys who are on the younger upshot of their career instead of more of a downslide. And so that's where, and again, when we show off the team, we'll still be debating it for some time, I'm sure. And I'm sure our forums or the chat will be debating on, well, why did you go with that year instead of this year? I can tell you off the top of my head, I believe I picked 2 rookie seasons from players. I believe it was 2 rookie seasons. I'd have to look. But something close to that. Game versus Ottawa here for Minnesota. And we actually pick up the win again. Ooh, nice. Again, 3-1 lead, and we come back. 4-2 lead, and we come back for a 6-4 win. All right. I'm still thinking. Actually, I might be wrong. I don't think the one was a rookie season. I think there's only one rookie season. Game versus Vancouver. So we're going to put in Tyler Parsons, who can play against the Canucks. Sim it out, and we win again. This is quite the little win streak.
Yeah, it sure turned around, and I think we had a couple of games in hand over, was it Dallas that was ahead of us? Catching up.
Yes, I think so. Dallas still is ahead. Yeah, they're 1 point ahead of us right now. And we can take a quick look and see. We've surpassed Arizona, but they're right on our tails. Oh, no, they aren't. We've put 10 points between us. Never mind then. Arizona's gone into a skid. So we are 1 point behind Dallas and actually 4 points behind Winnipeg. 7 behind St. Louis. And only... No, that's not right. My math sucks.
No, 7 behind.
7, yeah, okay. And 9 points behind Nashville. So we're right there. We've made up more ground than I thought we would be able to. And so continuing here. Giddy says, will the greatest of all time stream be a separate day stream, or will it replace the wild save? Adam, it will be a separate stream. At least that's the plan right now. And good news, Jeff, it's time for the Winter Olympics. But before that, we have a big decision to make. Tampa Bay has just waived Cal Foote. Do we put in a waiver claim?
How has he developed so far? We're a few years into this.
2 stars.
2 stars, 3-star potential.
Scouting level B, not perfect, but
Yeah, I mean, that's...
he signed for 3
upside
more
than a couple of
years.
the older guys we're giving ice time to right now.
It can make one of those guys expendable too. So let's put a claim in on him. And now we need to assemble our team for the Olympics. Oh, I think I did this. All right, so obviously we're going to have Corpusalo again and his teammate, Metsola. And then we're going to take... I don't know how to say that name, Jeff. That's all up to you. JT Dutch points out, we are now a +1 goal differential for the Wild. Hey, we were -7 when we last checked, so that's a big improvement for us. Vilipoka is going to play defense for us. Letnan, Timu, Kosvika, Jesse Virtanen, Olowarkowski, yes. Terry, yes. And then we'll take Oskari Laskonen to be our other defenseman. All right, forward. We'll take a guy who we could pick in the first round if we were high enough. That's called clicking the wrong spot. We'll take Lundell and Lambert. Who did draft Lundell?
Dallas.
Sounds right.
Oh, no, Chicago.
Okay.
And it looks like they actually signed him. He's then loaned him back to HIFK for this season.
Perfect time to get him to the Olympics then.
Yep.
We have tried to pick mostly guys from playing in the Finnish league and joker it.
It'd probably be a good idea to take mostly Finnish guys for the Finnish national team.
I was meant to say the Finnish league and it came out wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can't help it. First game is versus Norway. We should blow them out of the water, I would assume. And we do, 4-2. Probably shouldn't have gave up 2 goals, but hey, whatever.
Blowing them out of the water.
Beerzell says still no NHL players.
Yeah, no, this is still NHL free Olympics. Which probably gives us a better chance of winning this.
I don't know. Finland's going to be right up there. We have a trade. Oh, good news. We got Cal Foote.
Yeah, he did make it through.
Nobody else claimed him, so. All right. Toronto has offered us Mason Shaw for Jordan Greenway. That's actually not a bad deal.
Take a quick look. Yeah, 2.5, 2-star potential.
44 points with the Marlies. I think we're going to reject that right now.
We had him before. We got rid of him.
Mason Shaw?
Yeah, we dumped him to
So we did.
Montreal for a second-round pick. All him and a bunch of other stuff.
Then even less reason to get him back.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to reject that trade. He has obviously developed a little more since we had him.
Yeah, I mean, he's always bounced back well. We had him down in the ECHL at one point. But
And so Cal
Pretty
Fit.
good year for the Marlies, but I don't think we want him back.
Okay, we're gonna just move Brendan Mennel and. Okay, Leeson still isn't playing. Can I send him back down to the minors to get some games in? Yes, he can go. Perfect. All right. And we have a game versus Denmark today. And again. Okay, apparently we have somebody who got injured, so let's take a look at the Finnish roster. Who got injured? 2 guys. Lundell has a minor neck laceration. And Miro Alkinen has shin splints.
Okay, not good news when we've got a relatively short roster.
Well, they're both getting removed, and we're going to add somebody else.
Yeah.
So we're looking for 2 new forwards. That's too bad because those are 2 good forwards for us. So, now is that the guy who I just dropped? No. Okay. And I guess we're bringing in Saku. All right. New lines created. Denmark. Let's beat them down. And oh, we lose to Denmark. Are you serious?
How'd you manage that?
Apparently those guys were key.
And Corpusalo's gone cold.
He didn't even start that game. That wasn't Corpusalo.
Oh, so, yeah. All right, it is your fault then.
No, the AI keeps putting the other guy in. Okay, Pittsburgh has made a trade offer. They want to offer us Dylan Sandberg for Jordan Greenway. Dylan Sandberg, who just signed with the Winnipeg Jets.
3-star potential there.
We don't really need him since we just got Cal Foot, though. As much as I wouldn't mind having another
Unless we
Jet.
want to like totally overhaul the D for next year, but
And we have a Minnesota guy.
it's not like we're using Kunin for anything.
This is Greenway, not Kunin.
Oh, Greenway. Well, basically the same situation.
Do we make the trade?
I think so, and then maybe bring up a forward from Iowa.
Okay, gonna replace Greenway with
Send Sandberg
Kunin.
down there.
All right, Jeff. Now
Adam
you can see
Beckman
this.
is
You
probably
can see
due for a
this.
call-up.
Jeff has told us to pick up a Winnipeg Jet. Just remember that.
He's not a Jet in this game.
He is in real life. So we have picked up Dylan Sandberg. I'm assuming he got sent down to our minors then? Yes.
Yeah, because he was on Penguins AHL roster.
All right, so he went down. And you're saying we need to call somebody up? Well, we just sent Brett Leeson down. So I don't know if I want to call him up immediately, but...
Yeah, give him some playing time down there. I'm thinking more Adam Beckman.
Beckman's playing so well, though. I don't want to hurt the Wild too much.
We are the Wild. Well, the other Wild.
Yeah. Bezal says, how'd you get Ekblad? I believe he was a trade offer. He was a 1-for-1 deal. Looking. Yeah, we gave up Joel Eriksson Ek and got Aaron Ekblad. We were shopping Eriksson Ek. He had some injury history in this game.
Yeah,
See, his head's a
doing okay
little
in
red.
Florida, not that spectacular.
Yeah, so...
Not that Ekblad's doing much for us. Have you looked at his stat line from this year?
yeah. Matt Boldy's back in a week or two, too, apparently. He's finally getting close to getting back.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
And finally playing his first NHL game. He's been sitting on the bench since the
Well, torn back
press box
muscle.
since the start of the year.
Let's not call anybody. No, we should call somebody up in case somebody gets hurt. Oh man. All right, I guess it's going to be Beckman.
Yeah.
All right, so game versus Montreal. Oh no, Tyler Parsons has gone cold. And Holtby loses versus Montreal, gets his butt kicked 5-1. We put up 47 shots versus Montreal, and we only get 1 goal. They put up 41, and they get 5.
Hope he strikes again.
Gudu, a couple things have come up, so I don't think the reveal is going to happen tonight. Maybe tomorrow. It might just suddenly happen. Oh, come on. Really? Matthew Boldy suffers setback. Like, come on. Really? He just said he's going to be back in another week or two. No, he's going to be another week or two. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Well, he's waited this long.
All right. We are playing versus the expansion Seattle team here. Parsons is in net. If we don't win this one, I don't
Try
know.
not to lose it.
And we win. 3-2 win, just barely winning. Actually, Seattle's gone on a bit of a winning streak. They're up to 19 wins now, so good for them. And it's Finland versus the USA. Okay, Jeff, I cannot drag...
No, actually, it's the Americans who are playing in Europe, basically.
I cannot drag Corpusalo to start, so I don't know what's going on there. At least it's the hot goalie in, his teammate, and we lose versus the Americans. Perfect. 3-0. Loss. Taking a look at the American team because I'm sure some people are curious. Many former NHLers, TJ Brennan, Derek Forbort, Jimmy Vesey, Drew Shore, JT Brown, Kristen Fisher, Matt Nieto, Vinny Hinostroza.
Yeah. Drew Shore.
Austin Cernak. Yeah.
Curious to see what the Canadian team looks like.
Well, we probably will play them, I would imagine, would we not?
Might be on the other side.
Oh. They are not. They're in Group 2, and we are in Group 3. We're probably going home, 1 and 2. Ouch. Team Canada. Goaltenders are Jake Allen, Connor Ingram, Aiden Hill. Our defenseman is why not? You know, Cameron, why not?
Cameron, why not?
Tim Murphy? Trevor Murphy. Paul Postma, former Winnipeg Jet. Dylan DeMello, current Winnipeg Jet, who's playing in the KHL apparently.
It looks like the best guys in the team are juniors. Shane Wright.
Anthony Bolivio. Tyler Ennis. Quentin Howden. Matthew Pekka.
And old man Jordan Nolan's in there.
Freddie Hamilton. Ty Ratty. Old man Jordan Nolan. Yeah. Not exactly a strong Canadian team.
Now, from what's available, that's what you get.
And Dallas has begun to pull away from us. 3 points up on us now.
Still close when we were to start.
That is true. And Edmonton fires Todd Nelson for a second time.
And they were kind of in the middle of the pack, too.
Pressure's on when you got a superstar. All right. We're going to put Tyler Parsons in for this game, playing the Avalanche. Sim it out, and he loses. We lose again. Garrett Sparks was in net for them.
They're one of the best teams in the league.
And we're playing against Norway. Sim it out, and we actually beat Norway at least. 2-1. Woo! And we have a big trade between the Red Wings and Oilers. This sounds familiar. Caleb Jones for Zach Aston Reese. Not that big of a trade. And, Buffalo adds... Okay, here's a trade. Kyle Aposko and the rights to Oskari Laskinen for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and the rights to Logan Day. Interesting.
Yeah, Bosa was barely on the team. What's happening with Nugent Hopkins this year?
All right.
Yeah,
Here comes
trying to shake it up, firing the coach and then dumping Nugent Hopkins.
playing versus Team Canada. And somebody else is injured. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Lori Korpakowski is hurt, so he's being removed. We need another forward. Oh, Lundell's ready to go. Let's go, Lundell. All right. Play this game versus Canada. Sim it out, and we beat Canada 4-3. All right, boys.
Oh, nice going. So is that a playoff round starting?
Well, no, the last one would have been because we'd already played Norway. Gudu coming in with the hard puns. They're finished. It's rough. That's rough, Gudu. And Mike Riley and Calvin DeHaan are on waivers. Not really of interest to us. All right. Here comes Calvin DeHaan. Okay, here's a trade. Kyle Aposko and the rights to Oskari Laskinen for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and the rights to Logan Day. Interesting. So is that a playoff round starting?
So
Okay, the Winnipeg Jets have sent Juna Luoto to Columbus for James Neal and Johnny Boychuk. That's an interesting trade.
Have a look at the Olympic standings. I'm just curious to see what game that was. That was
All right.
round.
No, that was quarterfinals. We now play Switzerland in the semis. Switzerland beat Russia. So we snuck
Canada
in.
and Russia both out. Keep going. We might be able to get gold here.
How did we get in that? Apparently we finished in 4th.
Well, we won one game. I guess that might have been enough.
But the other guys had 1 win, 1 overtime loss. Or, because all the other divisions were terrible. That's why. We were better than Germany. No, Germany made it too. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, what? Okay, something. We played Finland. Canada got a bye to the semis. Okay, that makes sense. United States had to play Germany. Where'd Denmark go? Oh, Denmark got a bye to the final. Canada got a bye to the final. Or semifinals. Slovakia got a bye to the semifinal. And then everybody else played in the first round. Okay. You won't be allowed back in Canada. Judy says, well, it's a good thing we coach in America. And, all right. Game here versus the Islanders. I don't know. Let's go. And we lose. Apparently everybody wants to be traded. All right, so we have a game versus Switzerland here. We're all in the same lineup.
Did you get into the gold medal game?
And we lose 2-1 versus Switzerland. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, still a chance at a bronze. Switzerland in the gold medal game.
All right.
The first Olympic medal for Switzerland since 1948.
Not bad. Not bad at all. And we lose in overtime. Shootout versus Vegas. And, we're playing the United States in the bronze medal game.
So the Czechs and the Swiss for the gold.
All right. Rolling as we are and sim it out, and we win. All right. We won the bronze medal.
Bronze medal.
Take what you get.
Finland's third bronze in 4 Olympics.
That's better than what Canada got, which was nothing. and better than what the
Since
Americans
Canada
got,
won gold to 2 of those Olympics.
which got nothing. Okay, so we see the Czech Republic won the Olympics. Ba-ba-ba. They won 6-5. Ooh, quite the fire show. Czech defenseman. Best goalie was American Alex Lyon. Winter Olympics MVP was Jan Stensiel. All right. Brennan Mennel. It's close. Another trade. Florida wants to offer us Brady Keeper, Manitoban boy, for Luke Kunin. I'm going to say reject to that. All right. With that, I think we're probably going to say we're probably good here. And so thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTdevelopments. Although you can and will see us streaming probably with a few more day streams using our new greatest of all time team. When that exactly is going to kick off, I'm not 100% sure yet. But if you want to know, make sure you're following us on Twitter, which is at Franchise Hockey. Of course, also be subscribed to our Twitch page as well to get those automatic updates. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we are, as I said before, at Franchise Hockey, with a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio as well. Or you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums. And you can talk about Out of the Park Baseball, Franchise Hockey Manager, Perfect Team, or anything else you want to talk about. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think that pretty much covered it.
All right.
Back next week, I guess, so with the 1960s Canucks games.
Yes, apparently we hit...
Hopefully we don't get fired again.
Exactly on the trade deadline, so good spot to pick up next week. Or 2 weeks from now. So thank you very much, and we will see you all again very soon.